What's up, motherfuckers? What's up, folks? Thanks for joining me on the channel today. We are riding from Portland, Oregon to Astoria, Oregon. It is roughly about 100 miles. And the question comes, how do you ride a fastish Century on the bike? Well, there's a couple of good things to do. One, get 11 friends to come with you of similar abilities and similar willingness to suffer. Today we didn't actually have to suffer that much because number two, pick a course that doesn't have a whole ton of climbing in it and is generally downhill. But let's digress here a little bit. This is what you do when somebody gets a flat tire. You go pee in the bushes. We rode from Portland across the St. John's Bridge onto Highway 30. We rode only about 10 or 15 miles on Highway 30, and it is nicknamed Dirty 30 for a reason, because generally there's crap in the bike lane and somebody gets a flat tire. What happened? Somebody got a flat tire. Luckily, we only had one flat tire today. We rode for 5 hours and 40 minutes or 5.5 hours, something like that today. And we only had one flat tire amongst the 12 of us, which is kind of fantastic. There was one little 3 or 4 mile climb at the beginning and this glorious descent, which, you know, if you've watched this channel, if it goes downhill, I'm going to drill it, especially if I see a teammate up ahead. Oh, there's my teammate up ahead. There he is. See ya! Now, okay, this is obviously sped up. But yeah, we ripped down the hills a little bit. And then you sit up and wait for the rest of the group to come with you. This group was part of the CC Motor Cafe group. They're a masters racing team in Portland, Oregon. I think there's only 10 or 12 of them. And I think 10 of them are on this ride today, or 9 of them are on this ride, which is great. The team director, his name is Dickie Mallison. Kind of a local legend in our racing scene here in Portland. He turned 66 this month, and so this was his birthday celebration ride, where he gets like-minded people together to ride out to Astoria. And so, yeah, this is Trevor on the right, and this is Chris here in the white jersey, and then that's my teammate, and then the other guy, his name is Chris in the white jersey, and then that's Eric, and then there's Chris up front in the white jersey. I don't know, if they have a white jersey on, I just call him Chris. Actually, there's only 3 Chris's on the team: Chris Brown, Chris Raymond, and Chris Phipps. So I guess maybe there's more. Maybe there's another one that didn't come. But these are a solid group of guys, and all masters racers, and we were moving pretty good today. We had kind of perfect weather today. It was not bad. Overcast, so not too warm. And we just cruised along in a lovely pace line and worked along here. It was really quite nice. We did have one issue. This is Chris Brown ahead of me. He cramped. We were only like 60 miles in, and he cramped, and we weren't sure. We had to stop to work it out. And Eric said, "Hey, take a mustard packet." So I've never heard of this. Eric had a mustard packet on him before cramps. Gave it to Chris Brown. Chris Brown took the mustard packet. He also he smeared some right on his white jersey there. That was also kind of nice. And believe it or not, I never heard that Chris Brown cramped the rest of the day. So I don't know if mustard is a hot take or if Chris Brown just never said he cramped again. Anyway, very cool. The mustard worked. Thank you, Chris, for joining us. Thank you, Eric, for bringing that. Dickie's wife drove up ahead and met us. I don't know, we were at mile 75 or something with water for us, so we didn't have to stop at a little store. There is Dickie's wife, completely overdressed, and which is fantastic. And so we stopped and had a little break and filled our water bottles and made fun of each other a little bit, because that's the best part of these rides, when you know people well enough that you can make fun of them and have a good time and enjoy it. And so, the best part was Chris's wife was wiping his face with a baby wipe right here. He had something on his face, and I missed it with the camera. I'm so upset that I missed her wiping off his face, because it was adorable and fantastic and just a little weird. And so I kind of loved that. Anyway, no, it was all good. So good times. One more climb up to the top, and what do you know? A little ripping descent down this part. After we got off Highway 30, we only did Highway 30 for 15 or 20 miles, just up to Scappoose. And then from Scappoose, we took this road that has very little traffic on it. So I'm not even sure which highway it is, but we went through the little towns of Mist and Jewel and Olney. There's Lee Farmer in the white jersey, and my teammate Tom Counts. I guess Lee is in a white jersey and not named Chris. And going along this highway, there was very little traffic, which is fantastic. So it's just a great little road to ride, and it goes for 75 miles or something like that, all the way to Astoria. This is the top of the last climb of the day, more or less. And so we were waiting to regroup at the top of this climb, and also allowed us to hassle Dickie just a little bit.
Not only is the old guy suffering from back, but now he's got black lung disease.
All right, from here we dropped into the Astoria estuary. The town of Astoria, Oregon, is right on the coast. It's right where the Columbia River comes out into the Pacific Ocean, and this on the left is just part of the estuary that leads to that. There's a couple. It's a hilly little town, and a couple of us had decided that there was going to be a sprint point at the very end of this road where it ends in a stop sign. I guess we didn't tell everybody, but we told a few of them. And so this is the end of the sprint up this little riser right at the very end. And so I was giving it a super dig and going for it. But Michael right there, who is not named Chris, but is in a white jersey, he's a solid sprinter. He lives down in Salem. He smoked it, so good job. And then Trevor also got past me right there at the end too, which is great. I actually don't know how old Trevor is, but he seems like he's like 10 or 12 or 15 years younger than the rest of us. I could be totally wrong. Don't even know what Trevor's last name is. Well done, Trevor. From there, we rode over the hump into Astoria on the other side. Lots of little hilly roads in Astoria. It's kind of cool. There's a museum on the left right there, and the Goonies Museum is not far from there. The movie Goonies from the 80s was filmed here in Astoria, so it's all over the place. But this was Saturday of Labor Day weekend, and what do you know? Astoria's pretty busy.
Happy birthday, Dickie.
Happy birthday, Dickie. We had a great time. Stopped at the Fort George Brewery for some pizza and some beers for some of them. And we toasted Dickie. This was our ride. I ended up doing 111 miles. It was about 4,000 feet of climbing. And we did it in about 5 hours and 40 minutes, something like that. Hey, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.